shall be subject to tyranny, right to housing, medical care, life to liberty, and foundational security. The Declaration is not good for capitalism, not good for corporations, NAFTA, CAFTA, the IMF, and the World Trade Organization. Mayday, Mayday, economic hitmen, hit them with debt, give the third world funds, and when they can't pay them back, privatize their utilities by bringing in corporation big guns. SOS, distress, distress. I display the flag upside down, a true form of patriotism, economic manipulation, and the perpetuated state of fear from terrorism. Fuck the idiot box, the 8 corporations, and the propaganda they drop. Fox News and the new Tea Party propagate the propaganda. Money is the weapon that keeps stepping, so fuck your economics, your trickle-down economics, corporate welfare, subsidies, and tax loops for the rich. You shake and bake, whiny slime and dime lobbyists, and the congressmen and senators that sell out, selling out the people, the districts, the constituents, the capitalistic morph constituents, morph colonialism, capitalism, a fundamental system, class division, corporate externalities, the present disappearance of the middle class is a present-day reality.
We're here to celebrate May Day and also to raise our voices. We're pretty pissed off, and I wanted to say this is the reason we came to the campus, to talk about student loan debt. I was a student here for a few years, got my graduate degree, and I'm sitting now on $112,000 in student loan debt, and I'm a teacher. So I'm ready to say, let's let the loans go. Let's let them all go. Forgive all the loans. Get rid of the debt. All the debt. What do you think? Yeah! We want to hear your stories. Anyone want to come up here and tell us how much debt you're in and what your future looks like? How many of you got jobs? Come up and tell us about it. We want to hear about it. We need to know what the story is, and we need to speak up. So come on up, please.
Funding, so I'm trying to finish up my project. $50,000 in debt. I got no job that pertains to my field, and I can't seem to find one. And I need some help.
Yeah! Let the debt go. Woo!
Bail out the student.
Alright guys, so I got 2 things. One's related to this. It's an economic poem, and then I got one I just wrote that's fun to read, and so I'm going to read that. This one's called A Gangsta Life. It goes like this. We raise ghetto vampires, slant rhyme empires, life circle rim shots, bloodshot cops bust us, no justice cause these white lights blind us. Bigger, new better, new brothers gets deader. These 6-foot dreams is hoop dreams, pipe dreams, draw back and shoot screams. They against we, rage against we, fade too soon we on the cold white page, we. Yeah. This one is just an entertaining thing. It has nothing to do at all with what we're doing. I had fun. I hope you enjoyed. So you want to be an entertainer? Congratulations, you are a winner. Simply go where no man has gone before you get all excited on me. There's some basics we ought to cover. Try beating around the bush when you can't see the forest for the barking up the wrong trees. And make sure there's never a dull moment too soon to smell the roses are red, violets are blue. Some poems rhyme. This one does not stop, drop, and roll with the punches. Leaving stitches in time saves 9 small steps for man, 1 giant leap for man. Kindness begets kind. Is that the best you can do as I say, not as I do? Do you know the way to Sanho? Say the first thing that comes to mind if I just say this one time at band camp. So jump, 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 jump around the path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men like me. I am all the ways you wish you could be, that's me. I look like you want to look, I fuck like you want to fuck. I am smart, capable, and most importantly, I am free in all the ways that you are not fully clean until you are zestfully. Cleanliness is next to God is a comedian playing to an audience too afraid to laugh, and the world laughs with you. You have to start at the bottom to get to the top. And here at the top, I'm the king of the world, the very best. is yet to be ready for the truth. The truth, you can't handle the truth. The truth is, I see dead people. The people who mind don't matter, and the people who matter don't mind if you just let go. Hitting bottom is not a weekend retreat. It's not a fucking seminar. Stop trying to control everything in this room is edible. Even I'm edible, but that's called cannibalism and is frowned upon. And many did not cry because it's over. They smiled because it happened to be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. But surely I've just fallen and I can't get up the courage to put that in your pipe and smoke it, so fuck it. I don't have to talk either, man. See how you like it. Just total fucking silence. Two can play at that game, smart guy. We'll see how you like it. Total silence.
Come on up and make sure you grab a flag and a sign. We'd like to get them up in the air, so please don't, they're for everyone, so please, if you see a flag up here or a sign, something like that here, just go ahead and grab it.
Can I talk? Oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah, Charlie!
Hi, my name is Charlie Copeland. On a personal level, I'm here right now because last fall I got a staph infection and ran up about $2,000 in medical debts. On top of property damage from Gate West, don't ever rent from them or Lambros, just a little advice. Yeah, can't be adamant enough on that. And on February 2nd, my parents had their home foreclosed, and now my father is living in a truck, and my mom is living with my grandma, and I am fucking pissed. And on a greater level, I'm here because I'm just really fucking tired of seeing the talents of billions squandered for the profit of a few hundred. Thanks.
Elsewhere, however, May Day brings countless millions and their unions into the streets in mass displays of solidarity and militancy. That's because May Day, for most of the rest of the world, is first and foremost International Workers' Day, the real Labor Day. Ironically, it was the struggle for the 8-hour day and the Haymarket Massacre in this country that May Day memorializes, a fact long faded from our country's collective memory. However, at this unique historical juncture of crisis, anger, and disillusionment, we are here today in part to try to revive this lost heritage of solidarity and struggle. Most of you listening are students, and as students you are facing a future of jarring uncertainties. The world is in crisis, a crisis born of decades of deregulation, runaway finance, and the reign of free market and neoliberal ideologies. The CEOs and the politicians who brought us here are doing just fine, but many of the rest of us are or soon will be reeling from the fallout. With tuition rising meteorically and government assistance falling by the wayside, many of you will be graduating with, on average, roughly $20,000 in debt. And without the sort of job opportunities you need to dig yourselves out. For those of you who don't know it yet, it will soon be abundantly clear that this finance-dominated post-industrial economy of ours has meant unparalleled profits for the few and stagnating or falling wages for everyone else, despite record-breaking productivity and profitability.
What?
The message from the crisis is clear, however, and there is opportunity in that message. The status quo is out. Even Alan Greenspan, a free market ideologue and one of the principal architects of the modern bubble economy, has admitted to a flaw in his thinking. Indeed, change has become all but inevitable, but the scale, scope, and type of alternative that will take shape over the coming years is far from certain. There is the very real possibility that, aside from distracting window dressing, the system that brought us here will remain largely intact and it will be back to business as usual.
No way.
This possibility seems all the more likely given the predominance of Geithner-esque insiders within the Obama administration. However, with sufficient demonstration of solidarity and popular disgust, there is another very real possibility. The possibility of a vastly different economic landscape with a very different way of banking and a very different way of treating the workers and debtors that have made the astounding profits enjoyed in the elite stratosphere possible. I don't think it would be gratuitous to point out here just how astounding these numbers are, and just, to rile you up a bit. In 1976, the average CEO made 36 times as much as the average worker. In 2005, they made 369 times as much. That's astounding. Now, I don't claim to know exactly what this alternative will look like. I'm a 23-year-old with a journalism degree I don't use, and I just barely started making sense of the process used to cut up mortgage-backed securities into tranches to make collateralized debt obligations. I do, however, think I have a sense of some of the big changes that must be made on the way to a more equitable and humane economic future. First, we need a financial regime change. Any system that allows the financial sector to represent more than a fifth of GDP and make nearly half of all corporate profits is doomed to fail, especially when those towering profits are based on the uncapping of interest rates, unsustainable and crushing levels of private debt, predatory lending, and a lack of sufficient oversight and regulation ensuring that financiers aren't blowing catastrophic bubbles. One attractive alternative to replace our current financial Frankenstein is a public utility model of banking. In such a system, banking would be democratically and publicly controlled. In our current private system, credit distribution has nothing to do with the public interest and everything to do with maximizing private returns, regardless of the societal consequences, as the current crisis makes clear. A public utility model, on the other hand, could extend credit exclusively to those economic sectors that operate in the public interest, such as manufacturing, actually building things like we used to do. Thomas Gagin, the famous Chicago labor lawyer, captured the dire consequences of this bloated private financial system of ours well in his last article for Harper's. He wrote, "Capital flowed out of manufacturing with its low profits and into the financial sector where profits were much higher. We became less competitive in manufacturing because we could not accept the lower rate of profit, not vis-a-vis our competitors in Mexico, but vis-a-vis our competitors in New York City." Second, we must move past our debt-laden ways and make credit more open and honest. Currently, public and private debt represent nearly 350% of GDP, meaning that for every dollar of value produced by our economy, there's a little less than $3.50 in debt.
Ouch!
Even at the peak of the Great Depression, that figure never topped 300%. This problem is intimately tied up with the bloating of the financial system, but it is also very much a function of the general stagnation and decline of most people's wages. On the financial side, even if we don't move to a public utility model, the interest rate caps the Supreme Court undermined in the early 80s with the Marquette decision must be reinstated. The end of usury laws in this country allowed interest rates to soar and was a principal factor in the dizzying rise of our current financial system. The predatory lending that largely got us into our current mess was partially a consequence of this uncapping of interest rates, and, barring a move to a public utility model, the credit market must be made more open and honest so that people aren't steered in profitable loans that they can't possibly repay. More fundamental to the problem, however, is the reason why there was so much demand for credit. That reason, for most individual debtors at least, is lousy wages. Because most workers have seen their wages stagnate or fall over the last 3 decades, easy access to credit, even under onerous terms, became a way to fill in the gaps left by paltry wages. In other words, maintaining or increasing one's standard of living meant debt, lots of it. This phenomenon is due in large part to the decline of American unionism. To illustrate, between 1947 and 1973, a period in which unions were generally strong, worker productivity and wages increased an identical 104%. Between 1979 and today, however, productivity increased roughly 60%, and wages for the bottom 80% of workers rose at most 1%. Why? Unionism and popular political organization atrophied in that same period. And that brings me to the third thing that must change. We, the people, must learn to organize again. Concrete direction and a set of goals are only the less important half of any potential solution. A viable means to demand and bring about these changes is the crucial and currently missing piece to a meaningful way out of this crisis. Many of you are probably coming to terms with the underwhelming performance of a president who was elected to bring change. And it is also probably becoming clear to you every day that real change requires something more of the people than periodic passive approval of well-heeled candidates. And that means renewing our radical heritage. That means bringing solidarity, socialism, communalism, unionism, activism, and many other things back into the collective imagination. That means a rediscovery of our political agency, and that means going to the streets. Grace Lee Boggs, the quintessential American activist, put it best. We need to embrace the idea that we are the leaders we have been looking for. Thank you very much. Join us. We are marching downtown.
I graduated in 1998 with $60,000 in debt.
Oh, no!
It has escalated from 98 to 2009 to $120,000.
Louder.
I couldn't get a job, So how can I pay my student loans? So it's just sitting there, and all the penalties and interest are just
Closer.
closer. They're just adding up and adding up. I will never be able to buy a car, buy a house, have a credit card, have a checking account, because someone could come, student loan people can come and take over your account. Even as a job, they can take money out of your paycheck if you're lucky enough to find a job. So my big idea is bail us out. Not us. Let education be free in the United States, France and Germany and
Help us carry banners. We got banners on posts. We're going to try and practice with one march around the oval. We've got song sheets going around. We'd love for you to go grab a song sheet. Make sure you sing along because we need people to hear us out there. These songs are fresh. They're rewritten, nice lyrics just for today. So onward ho. We're going to make our way down to Hellgate High School and take a stop there and talk to our students.
I feel like otherwise we're
Don't load up.
I'm a member of the Industrial Workers of the World, and we are here to let people know there's another way to go. Capitalism doesn't have to always be put together with democracy. Capitalism is gunning down democracy. And we want to show them there's another way.
Ask Diane in a minute. She's got a whole bag of cookies.
Hi, my name is Diane Kiefhofer. I'm a member of the Industrial Workers of the World. We are here today to show that there is another way, to give the students the idea that there is another way. You don't have to settle for capitalism. Capitalism is gunning down democracy. Our beautiful democratic country is not being, is falling apart because capitalism is killing it.
So let's go march about it.
All right.
Exploitation and starvation will not be solved by corporations. That's bullshit. Get off it. The enemy is profit. Exploitation and starvation will not be solved by corporations. That's bullshit. Get off it. The enemy is profit. Exploitation and starvation will not be solved by corporations. That's bullshit. Get off it. The enemy is profit. Exploitation and starvation will not be solved by corporations. That's bullshit.
That's what they do. Move the finish line. Spins, all right.
Did you make that up?
purchasing the serfdom and would crush us with the might. Is there anything left for us but to organize and fight? For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Built the cities where they trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad. Now we stand outcast and starving in some wonders we made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Hey! Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong. All the world owned by idle drones is ours and ours alone. We have laid the white foundations, built it skyward stone by stone. It is ours not to slave it, but to master and to own. For the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Our union makes us strong. They have taken us for millions that we never twice earned, but without a brain and muscle, not a single will can turn. We can break their haughty power, gain our freedom when we learn that the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
Solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
In our hands place the power greater than the hoarded gold, greater than the mighty armies magnified 1,000-fold. We can bring to birth a new world from the ashes of the old. Our union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Our union makes us strong.
Come join us!
The endless highway.
Walk out!
process. Pineal glands, seventh chakra expanse. The crowd's essence and presence, solidarity and glance. I exude energy like solar flare bursts. Pisces to Aquarius, 13 back ton. Ahead of the time like Tesla's invention. Different dimensions, out of the box, beyond comprehension. Ideas arise like immaculate conception. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Economic collapse, mayday, mayday, mayday.
Open the gate!
I hear the fans on tobacco roof, cotton picking, mentally, emotionally, financially, locked up in chains, historical pain, constant change, affected the
Don't be a prisoner!
Are you ready for change?
Don't be a prisoner! Slow down! Slow down!
Let's go!
Get locked up forever! Get locked up forever! Lock it up! Lock it up! School's out, Michael. 1 minute!
Let's go!
School's out!
No justice, no peace. 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 No justice, no peace.
Your world too!
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
No justice! No peace! No justice!
No peace! No peace! No justice! No justice! No peace! No peace! No justice! No justice! No peace! No peace! No justice! No justice! No peace!
Hey! Oh yeah, he's confused. I don't know whether we're going that way. Where's the rickshaw? May Day! International Workers' Day!
United! We'll never be divided! People! 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 United! We'll never be divided!
Oh, okay.
Mayday, mayday! Workers' rights, mayday, mayday!
Keep that going. Keep that going, dude.
Mayday, mayday! We stand in solidarity for our people, citizens, called consumers but are really citizens. The economic system places us into consumerism. capitalistic system that has been stealing money from the citizens of this nation, the citizens of this world.
We're having a run on the bank.
Run on the bank. Wells Fargo Bank, the Stagecoach Bank.
Take your money out.
We will make our presence known here at least today. May Day in solidarity.
All right. Wells Fargo it is.
Bailing out banks that mismanage money.
Bail us out! 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 Bail us out!
You haven't paid. Doors above.
They're sharing the wealth. Great.
We need one that respects and creates cooperatives and collectives and works for horizontal, balanced job complexes. No bosses, no leaders, no managers, no bosses. Let's make a bank, folks. Let's put our money in it. Let's make it benefit each other. Where were you?
Sleeping! Working!
Oh, you were working, huh?
That's right.
Were you too busy worrying about how you're going to afford to feed your family?
That's right!
Yeah?
Yeah!
You mean to tell me you haven't had any say in the decisions of your society?
No!
Well, then what's the problem?
The government!
What's the problem? Is it capitalism?
Yeah!
Are you ready for some more capitalism?
No!
Fuck no!
Is capitalism humane?
No!
Is capitalism good for the environment?
No!
Is capitalism good for democracy?
Fuck that!
What about hierarchy? Like hierarchy?
No!
How's that working out for you? Do you want to manage your own lives? Yeah! Do you want to protect diversity? Yeah! Right on. Let's meet on Monday. Let's meet on Monday, 7 p.m. in the Union Hall. If you want these kinds of values, if you want that, you got to work for it, folks. It ain't going to come for free. Who's going to do it? Who's going to do the work for you? Will Obama build it for you? No! Will Baucus? No! Will the free market? No! Who will do it? We will! Can you do it? Yes! Can we do it? Yes! Can you really do it? Yes! All right, then let's start showing up. Is saving our planet worth your time and energy to make more changes? Yes! Is ending wage slavery worth your time to sit through meetings and organize and do the hard work it takes to build a new society? Yes! Is building a participatory society worth your time? Yes! Your time
coming up on you.
What about sacrifices? Are you ready to make some sacrifices? Is saving the future of your children worth it? Good. Then let's do it, folks. We need to show up. Can you get yourselves there on Monday night?
Yeah!
Are we capable of figuring this out on our own?
Yeah!
Should we bring in a politician?
No!
CEO?
No!
A manager?
No!
Well, if you don't need any of these or anyone else doing it for you, then what do you need? Who's going to do it?
We!
That's right. So here are some questions we might want to consider before we sit down on Monday and begin our new society. What are your ideas? What kind of society do you want? What kinds of values do you want for our society? How are you going to organize yourselves? How are we going to organize ourselves? Who are we in this community? What matters to you? How can we work together for a world after capitalism if we don't even know each other? Implied in the endless accumulation of wealth is endless exploitation of our planet and the people. If, like me, you're sick and tired of being a beast of burden for this greedy system, then it's time to start showing up. It's time to start putting in the effort and sacrifice it will take to build a new society. Are you ready?
Yes!
Are you sure you're ready for a zoo town
Yes!
throwdown?
Yes!
All right, so we got some announcements, and we appreciate the police being patient with us here. We're going to finish up. We are going to have a show here. Someone's going to tell you about it. It's not here, and you'd like to hear about maybe some of the other events. Some of us
don't. Actually, not right now.
All right, we won't tell you. But we will tell you that we'd love to hear you. We're going to put the free speech box out on the sidewalk for people walking by for First Friday. We'd like to welcome to think about joining us for a lot of our ideas and dialoguing with us. So meet us in the near the alley in Catalyst, and we'll have that soapbox, got the microphone, and let's hear some other voices because I'm sick of mine. Let's do that.
Free speech, I do not want to impede on that at all. You guys had a lot of good things to say here. If you want public support, try not to be disruptive and anger a lot of people.
Let him talk! Let him talk!
Let's make a lane so that they can use the drive-through right here on one of these lanes. All right? Just make a lane here.
I wanted to do my role. I can't like, what am I going to do?
Just go down and begin the reverse way. Once you get like over the bridge out of downtown, you'll be in that other little Higgins area. And basically, you drive down Higgins
Union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. The union makes us strong. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice, 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 no peace. No peace. No peace.
Yeah, you should videotape this conversation.
This is from the like something land.
You should videotape this conversation.
Solidarity forever.
These cops make sure they don't do anything.
Solidarity forever. Pause it. Pause it.
When the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shovel. cities, we plowed the prairies, built the cities with a trade, dug the mines and built the workshops, endless miles of railroad laid. Now we stand outcast and starving amidst the workers we have made, but the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Our union makes us strong. All the world that's owned by drums is ours and ours alone. We have laid the wide foundations, built it skyward stone by stone. It is ours not to slave it, but to master and to own. Well, the union makes us strong. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union makes us strong.
Meet down at the Catalyst. Free water. Thanks, everybody. Good job.
What'd you do here?
Adios.
What was that?
This alleyway, we're gonna
What was that?
load up on water.
Let's get some water. Let's let these people come in and do their business.
Okay, let's get talking. We got a little more in here, so right on down this alleyway. Right now.
Right down the alleyway. There you go. Out of these people's yard. Thank you.
Try to get back to it.
Fantastic.
You think it's fair right now?
Hell no.
Not even close.
It's absolutely
Sorry for making me stop the announcement. It's a house show.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you did.
Give me my money.
Came from the university down to Hellgate High School. We walked down one lane on Higgins. The cops kept trying to put us over on the sidewalk. We maintained our walk on Higgins, and then we turned down Reimer to go to Wells Fargo Bank. And at Wells Fargo Bank, we had a little house, and the little house became the People's Bank. Wells Fargo is the bank that received major bailout money from the federal government, and we want to have some bailouts. Most of these kids are students or been students. I was a student until 1998. I had $60,000 in student loan at that time. Now I have $120,000, and it's growing every day because I don't have a job, and I was laid off.
And you're tired of it.
And I'm tired of it.
Some social justice.
Social justice.
Economic justice.
Economic justice.
Strengthen people and unions.
Strengthening people and unions.
Let's bring some jobs back to America.
Bring jobs back to
Yeah?
Politician, incorporation, downsize, privatize, deregulation, mergers, acquisitions, corporate global domination, media sensation, broadcasting throughout the nation, premeditation, social engineer manipulation. She watches Channel Zero, grab the clicker, change the station, lots of concentration, paying bills and paper chasing, critical thinking, receptors, accepting complacency. The matrix is stressing and professing this whole recipe. No war on drugs created by the system, or citizens with drug offenses locked up in prison.
The streets now tell me where were you? You were sitting home watching your TV while I was out participating in some anarchy. Now that first stop we hit it was my liquor store. I finally got all that alcohol I can't afford. Grab headlines flashing, time to retire. Then we turn our liquor store until the structure's fire. And now the next stop we hit it was my music shop. It only took one trick to make that window drop. Well, finally we got our own PA. Where do you think I got this guitar?
got your hair